Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Thai Legend. Today on Extraordinary, imagine facing death, not in a hospital bed, but alone in the vast, unforgiving Sahara, where even suicide offers no escape. Today, we uncover how Mauro Prosperi's brush with oblivion revealed a strength he never knew he possessed, and how you too can tap into that primal resilience when life pushes you to the edge. You've heard stories of human endurance, but nothing prepares you for Mauro Prosperi's journey. Close your eyes and imagine 9 days trapped in the Sahara's merciless embrace, where every breath could be your last. This isn't just a survival story. This is a testament to the extraordinary power hidden within the human spirit. Mauro wasn't just another runner. He was a machine of discipline, a pentathlete whose very existence challenged the boundaries of human potential. Born in Rome, raised in the structured world of law enforcement, he embodied precision. Every morning, he ran 40 kilometers under a sun that would break most men, deliberately reducing his water intake to build an almost superhuman resilience. His wife knew the risks. She saw the fire in his eyes when he spoke of the Marathon des Sables, a 155-mile race through the Sahara that promised nothing but brutal challenge. This wasn't just a race. It was a pilgrimage into the heart of human limitation. April 14, 1994, the fourth day of the race, the moment everything would change. Before the race, participants signed grim forms indicating where their bodies should be sent if they died. A stark reminder that in this landscape, death wasn't a possibility, it was a constant companion. Mauro stood among his fellow runners, his body a coiled spring of athletic precision, unaware that the desert was about to test him in ways no training could prepare him for. The sandstorm arrived like a biblical punishment. 8 hours of fury, wind screaming, sand cutting like thousands of tiny knives. Other runners would stop, not Mauro. Driven by pride, by an unbreakable competitive spirit, he kept running. But what he saw was an illusion, a mirage that would lead him into a nightmare of survival. When the storm finally subsided, the landscape had transformed. No markers, no direction, just endless, indifferent sand stretching in every direction. Mauro was lost. An abandoned marabout appeared like a hallucination, a small Muslim shrine, silent and ancient. Inside, the skeletal remains of a long-dead holy man waited. This wasn't just shelter. This was a tomb, a grim reminder of mortality's thin line. Water vanished, food disappeared. The first day passed, then another. The desert began its patient work of breaking him. You might think this is where most would surrender, but Mauro wasn't most people. He drank his own urine, consumed bat blood, caught and ate raw lizards, snakes, insects, anything to keep the flame of life burning. His humanity peeled away, layer by layer, replaced by a pure, animalistic will to survive. If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. Turn setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. Despair arrived like an old friend. In a moment of complete surrender, Mauro attempted suicide, cutting his wrists. But even death rejected him. His blood, thick with dehydration, simply clotted. The desert wasn't done with him yet. Something shifted in that moment, a spark of defiance. a realization that survival was now a competition against himself, against the very landscape that sought to consume him. This is where most stories would end, but Mauro's was just beginning. Guided by the morning clouds, advised by ancient Tuareg wisdom, he began walking, not running, not racing, simply moving forward with a determination that defied comprehension. 9 days, 291 kilometers, a journey that would become legend. A young Tuareg girl found him first, a skeletal figure so transformed by survival that she screamed in terror and fled. But the desert's children knew survival. Nomads approached, initially suspecting a spy, but ultimately recognizing a fellow traveler who had wrestled with death and emerged changed. 16 liters of intravenous fluid would be required to stabilize him. 16 liters to rebuild a body that had been reduced to pure will. His weight down by 35 pounds, his spirit unbroken. 2 years of recovery followed, not just physical healing, but a profound transformation of understanding. The desert had stripped away everything, ego, comfort, the illusion of control, and revealed something fundamental about human potential. But here's where most would retreat, not Mauro Prosperi. In 2012, 18 years after his near-fatal journey, Mauro returned to the Marathon des Sables. Not as a victim, not as a broken man, but as a conqueror of his own limitations. He finished 131st. Think about that for a moment. Most people would have never stepped foot in a desert again. But Mauro, he turned his greatest nightmare into a testament of resilience. You're reading this story because something inside you recognizes that survival isn't just about physical endurance. It's about the landscape of the mind, the internal desert we all must cross. Mauro's journey wasn't just about surviving the Sahara. It was about discovering the extraordinary reservoir of strength that exists within you, waiting to be unleashed when everything else falls away. Your challenge: what impossible journey are you avoiding? What personal desert are you afraid to cross? The desert doesn't break you, it reveals you, and in that revelation lies your truest, most powerful self. On the next episode of Extraordinary, imagine if Mauro's battle was against the unforgiving Sahara. What would happen when our next hero faces off against an endless, indifferent ocean? After pushing his body and mind to the absolute limit, Mauro's found resilience deep within. But what happens when you're adrift in the Atlantic for over 4 months? What resourcefulness will our new hero uncover? As we delve into another unbelievable survival story, you won't want to miss how Poon Lim's journey challenges everything you thought you knew about human endurance. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.